This is KCEN HD News.
Good evening to you, and thanks so much for joining on this Sunday, the first day of June. I'm Sophia Stamas. And now to an update on the West Fertilizer Plant explosion. An area congressman wants more answers about just how far-reaching the health impact really is. Well, our state is now at the crux of an international effort to stop immigrant children from entering the U.S. The Obama administration is asking for $2 billion to secure the border and deal with children already in the country illegally. But there are no guarantees Congress will be willing to write that check. We're not disclosing exactly where we are. We've been asked to do that in order to protect the children involved. I can tell you that the government was using a summer camp right down this road to move undocumented children down to South Texas. And when armed security and police officers started rolling through here, some residents were caught off guard. I want to walk you over here. This is TJ Mills here. This is the main road that goes into Fort Hood's main gate. Cars were coming through here, but when they got down a ways, they were being turned around. That was causing some major congestion there in the far lane.
Police are looking for an active shooter on Fort Hood.
For the last couple hours, we've had emergency vehicles speeding through here, cars speeding through here. And earlier, we told you about a delayed start for Fort Hood because of all of this. Well, now only key and essential workers are asked to report. Parts of McLennan County got serious rain overnight, causing flooding in some areas. KCEN HD News reporter Chris Davis joins us now live in Crawford. And Chris, how does it look out there? We had that rare wave of wet summer weather. It might be tapering down here in Texas, we'll see, but the rains are not so unusual in other parts of the country. And a hailstorm of airstrikes continues in the Middle East. Israeli forces raided a long-range missile site in Gaza overnight. So how long have you been doing this?
In June, it will be 10 years.
And you rarely miss a flight?
Correct.
That's a lot of hugs.
Yes.
Can I have one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I don't have to go to
Thank you.
Afghanistan now, do I?
No.
Okay. We have received face-to-face confirmation with an ISAF official here in Kabul that there has been an explosion nearby.
What is your hope for the future of Afghanistan?
The future?
While some troops are headed home early, others are still headed into harm's way. In Kyrgyzstan, Sophia Stamas. General Milley says he is optimistic that the U.S. and Afghanistan will soon come to a bilateral security agreement. It is needed if any of our troops will stay in Afghanistan after the end of the year. Well, it's become a tradition for a local fire department volunteering their Memorial Day weekend to honor the often overlooked. Countless service members are not buried at veteran cemeteries, but in smaller plots throughout Bell County. When they approached the door is when he kind of grabbed me a little bit closer, and then I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going to happen? When I jumped up and I grabbed the bar, what was going through my mind is, I have to do this for my team.
Say hello to my little friend. Hi!
The mayor of West says that 30 to 40 are unaccounted for. What was the first thing that crossed your mind? What did you think was happening?
Where's my dad?
The records show that since 2002, there have been 5 reports of leaks, 11 reports of thefts and robbery, and 12 men who definitely here in Texas, across the nation and across the world will never be forgotten. Adderhold Funeral Home here in West estimates that 25 to 30 of them died in the days, weeks, and months that followed. This plastic disc is in his lower spine, holding his nerves in place. And when some are overcoming those challenges, activities like these really help them get through it. After decades of waiting, a World War II veteran is receiving something he never dreamed he would.
Maybe, yeah.
I saw the candy bars. I ate a lot of them too, though. Well, it is January in Texas, so you know what that means.
Up and down, crazy weather, right?
You don't know what it means. Every day, I wear some goofy socks. These are my socks.
Oh, do you really?
No mulligan. Let me go ahead and just, that's it. Game over. I win.
All right, Nick wins. Thanks. All right, stay with us for weather's next.
It's just going to be a nice spring-like week for Central Texas.
Yeah, the folks at home couldn't see, but I was actually doing the Carlton while you were reading that forecast. I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
It's like Christmas in July.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. Did you get me a present?
Well, how about those temperatures?
It's in the mail, right?
Yeah.
You've got to see this video. According to the zoo, Wanzai has grown into a healthy giant panda. She has also attracted more visitors to the zoo since her debut became public in January.
Very nice. I know my kids, they would love to have that in the backyard.
Yep, and it's getting close to my dinner time. I was thinking I probably would eat a bamboo cake right now.
Something.
Pretty good start to June, and you know it's here because you see the June bugs.
I know they're everywhere.
And they're
like,
punctual, too. They're always right on time.
Right on time.
All right. Thanks, Wes. And now I want to direct your attention a little farther up in the sky to something you've probably never seen before. Take a look at this very rare footage. We'll see you again tomorrow at 5 a.m. for Texas Today. Who knows, maybe you'll do the Carlton. Have a great week. It's not unusual.
Sophia, how close are you to the site of the blast?
Well, right now I am just about 2 football fields away from the site of the blast, close enough for this mangled metal, apparently from the actual plant, to turn up in this family's yard. And the family who lives here lost much more than a house.
Look at the ceiling. The ceiling is just totally...
As Cindy Gronez sifts through what's left of her home, she knows her family's loss goes much deeper than any foundation.
Buck Upmore is my husband's cousin, and we're going to miss him very much.
45-year-old Buck Upmore, a volunteer firefighter, gave up his life and fought to the end, trying to prevent the explosion that threatened his family and community.
And that does not surprise me that he would be right there. Does not surprise me one bit. That was the kind of person he is and will always be in our hearts.
Cindy's home is a total loss.
This was our living room. Our living room is over there. That's our living room. And this is where we had a lot of fun.
And as her daughter Anna boxes up what's left of their belongings, memories of the man known as Uncle Buck come flooding back.
I'm really proud of him. And I know he's in heaven looking on us right now. So I'm really proud of what he's done.
Walls, doors, and windows may be broken and items destroyed.
Look at that crack. That crack was not there.
But for this family, right now, it's the hearts that need mending.
This is just a house. I'm going to be helping RC and her family. They need our prayers and love for now and forever.
My mom gets sad when my dad's gone.
For half of his life, 7-year-old Jorge Maldonado's dad, George, has been deployed.
It's kind of like being a single parent for that period of time. You know, the only thing you have, half of your heart is gone.
So when his mom, Taisha, starts to miss him, Jorge knows just what to do.
I make her bracelets with my kit.
He does his part to care for his little brother, often checking to see if he's hungry or thirsty.
4 or 5.
He just really loves protecting mommy. Like, you know, anytime I'm sick and he knows I need help because dad's not home, he'll, like, you know, ask to sleep in the room. He'll make his own little bed on the floor so he can take care of me while I'm sleeping.
And over 7,000 miles away at Bagram Air Force Base, that means the world to Sergeant Maldonado, who works here supporting security operations on and around the base.
I'm glad he's there trying to cheer her up because he sees how sad she is.
And George knows exactly what he'll do next time he sees his eldest son.
Oh, I'm going to give him a big old hug, and I'm going to say I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him for helping his mom out.
If you ask Jorge, he'll tell you he's just doing what his favorite good guy would do. Do you have a hero? Who's your hero?
My dad.
What do you think about that?
That makes me happy. That makes me the happiest dad in the world. That my son actually says that.
And this time, Jorge's not making another bracelet for Mom.
He made Daddy a ring.
He throws in a few extra drawings we were happy to deliver. There you go. Spreading a great big long-distance smile across Dad's face. And of course, there's one more surprise.
You made me a ring. Thank you, Junior. I'm gonna wear it.
Now this brave soldier has peace of mind in time of war, knowing this strong kid of courage will help Mom soldier through.
Love you, Daddy.
I love you too.
Reporting in Bagram, I'm Sophia Stamas.
And when I met him, he seemed like a typical soldier.
Kimberly Harris met Sergeant Bo Bergdahl in Alaska as he and her husband prepared for the deployment that would lead to Bergdahl's captivity. Shortly after his disappearance on June 30th, 2009, her husband was sent to find him.
He messaged me saying, hey, I'm going to be gone for a while. I'm going on a mission.
2 months passed, and so did an R&R leave scheduled around the birth of their first son. Still, no word. Finally, the day little Caleb was born, a phone call. The only reason her husband could give for his absence, Bergdahl failed to report for chow and walked off the base.
I was upset. I was scared. It was like, oh my God, because I know a lot of soldiers within that unit had got injured, had perished because they were out searching for this guy who made a choice to leave.
Just one day they were like, all right, there's birds coming in, we're going to go on an air assault and we're going to go look for this guy that walked off the base. So
until that day, Sergeant Sean Harris's unit had a mission that would give the Afghan people a better life.
We weren't even able to accomplish it because we spent the entire time looking for him.
He'd spend weeks on end in hostile land trying to find Bo Bergdahl.
Did you ever fear for your life out on that search?
The entire time.
For 6 of his comrades, that fear became tragic reality. One of them, a close friend he deployed with twice. Now as Bergdahl returns home, the emotions return with him.
There's anger and there's anxiety and kind of fear. It's like it's all just hitting me all at once. Like everything that I experienced over there is coming back.
I was very angry. I got very upset because, as my understanding, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
As Bergdahl's comrades publicly label him deserter, some want more answers.
Well, I think there ought to be an investigation, number one, to find out if this guy is really dirty, I mean a traitor, what the circumstances are. You know, condemning somebody, calling them a traitor before you know all the facts is not right.
And so, are you looking forward to what he might have to say if he makes some sort of public comment?
Yes, I would like to know his side, because there is always 2 sides to every story.
That's all anyone can hope for, is the whole truth.
They told us that, you know, the military would take care of you.
34 years later, Command Sergeant Major Daniel Chavez retired, staying close to Fort Hood and the Temple VA.
First thing I wanted to do was go sign up as a veteran at the medical center.
That was June 2011. His first appointment, August 2012, after several on-the-spot cancellations.
I'm being ignored by the Veterans Administration right now, and I don't know why.
Ron Chase knows the feeling.
And I got a phone call as I was parking in the parking lot saying that my appointment had been canceled.
House members were baffled Monday, learning that scheduling technology is 29 years old.
I specifically asked them, sir, who's in charge of the IT department, do you have enough money to purchase what you need to get this VA system moving? And the answer was, yes, ma'am.
Even more perplexed, Ron, who recently noticed newly painted walls at the VA, a project the medical center confirms. What do you think about that?
Where's the money going?
And an audit reveals 121,000 waited months or were never seen at all.
But I'm one of those veterans in those numbers.
So this is a picture of your son Daniel?
Yes.
Getting ready to deploy. What do you feel when you see him there in uniform?
I feel very proud, and he never lets us down.
Are you worried that the VA will let him down?
Yes.
When Daniel gets home from Afghanistan, Chavez hopes his voice won't let him down. In Killeen, Sophia Stamas, KCEN HD News.
That we're not even seeing triple-digit heat yet.
Did you see any tennis balls in your forecast?
I didn't see one, but I got one now. Hey, Jeremy,
all right. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you again tomorrow morning at 5 for Texas Today. Have a great week. What's this good deal?
I won.
Hey, what am I, chopped liver?
There we go. Yeah.
Here we go.
One more.
Oh, got it.
You got it.
There you go.
Redeemed.